Good morning. This is Linda Carruthers, and I'm going to try to go through these books as quickly as possible. Um, they are free of charge. All you have to do is comment down below which books you want, and all you got to do is pay the shipping, and that's through PayPal. It'll also have my email address, so you can either comment below or send me an email and as to which books you want, and I'll send them to you. But yeah, you just have to pay shipping. Um, so let's get started, I guess. Okay. First, and I'm doing more than 10 books, trying to get through all of them. Uh, this is Mary Higgins Clark. She's a well-known writer, and her book is Two Little Girls in Blue, and it's a paperback book, and it's got a it's got a marker in there. It's got this stain. It's embossed. The little girl. Well, the lettering is embossed on the front, and there's a bookmarker, and these papers are already tea dyed or coffee dyed. That you ain't got to worry about doing that. It's copyright in 206, and it is a novel. There's no pictures, but all the pages have been teed or coffee dyed. Well, I say that it's just old age is what it actually is. And pages are kind of rough feeling. And so that's hers. And that is Two Little Girls. You can either go with Mary Clark or you can put Two Little Girls in Blue, whichever way you want to put it. But that's that book. Then we have an autobiography of Citizen Jane, Jane Fonda. Uh, anyway, she was an activist back in the 60s and 70s. And it's by Christopher Anderson. If you don't know who Citizen Jane was, that was Jane's, uh, Lord mercy, Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda is what I was trying to think. Alright, this book was copyrighted in 1990 and 93. And this book too has that tea stain and coffee stain look. It's just old. Uh, I do not see any pictures in this book so far. I think it's in the middle of the book. Yeah. In the middle of the book, there are some pages. These are silky, soft and silky, shiny pages, and they are pictures of her. And then she was Henry Fonda's daughter, or she is Henry Fonda's daughter. And so that's that book. And it's called Citizen Jane. Okay? And that's a book. Okay, now, these next two books are puzzle books, and they go together. And the reason I'm putting these in is so that you can use them to in your project, and they got words in them that you can use on your project. Uh, there's uh, big type words like a trip to the zoo and stuff like that that you can use, and there's email, hotel, M&E, children's outdoor fun or indoor fun. Um, there's all these. It's been crossed, but you can. There's letters you can use. You can cut the letters out. Um, it's just good. to have, and then these little blocks like this, which is the answers to some of the things. This would make good collages. You could cut several of them out, curve the corners, and then stick them cat a corner to each side and make a flower and put it on a journal or something. Or, there's just different ways you could use this. Somebody's took one of the things out. So there's one missing. And there's a bunch of them in here. Oh. So anyway, there's that one. This is called Jumbo Word Search. And this is the Sudoku. And it also has the squares. You can cut this out and this little volume thing here. You could cut that out and put a word right there and make a little sign. You could do the same thing over here. You can cut these little squares out and do like I was talking about with the other book. You can curve the sides and make flowers out of that. But these are, most of these, there's some of them that have empty pages on them. And most of this looks like it has not been used. So you could use them if you wanted to and play the games. On this one, yeah. I don't think there's been many of them used in this book. Okay. And you got all these numbers you can use on whatever projects you want to use, need to use them on. Okay, so these two go together, and you just say puzzle books, and I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, the next one is The 5 Love Languages of Children, and it's by Gary Chapman and Ross Campbell, and it is about the language of children, and it is a soft back book. It is done in blue. Look at here. There's a heart with a little handprint in it. That would be beautiful on a child's journal, on a baby journal or a child's journal. Okay, this book is 5.5 by about 7, and let's see. There's another. Look, there's another little itty bitty heart. Go in an itty bitty project. And there's another heart. And this is copyrighted in 1997, so it's a fairly new book. And there's all them little hearts with the fingers and the handprints in them, several of them. This is done in an ivory white or white colored print. That paper with black print. There's another heart. So you could collect these hearts and put them on all kind of stuff. And this is in white paper, so you got plenty of space you could use to put your own stuff on. There's words that you could use. Oops. Oh, I saw a page. Maybe not. Okay, I did. It's just the hearts that you see. Every chapter there's the hearts. Excuse me. But anyway, that would make a good book, I think. And that's called The 5 Love Language of Children. Okay? And just, if you want these books, just comment below or send me a note through email. This is also a paperback book. It's called Water for Elephants. It's Sarah Gruen. I don't know how you say her name. Anyway, it's a novel, and it is, it is got that old paper, and it's a light color. It's not a real dark color. And this was copyrighted in 2006. And like I said, this is a novel. It's got all the words in here. Print. Look here. It's got a picture of a train. So if you're doing a train journal, this would be a pretty picture. And there's a boxcar. Now this is done on what I call wood paper. It's kind of rough. It's not smooth. Let me show you. You hear that? That's what it feels like. There's another picture. This must be a circus book, because that's got to be the... There's the... Yeah, it's got to be a circus book. Because this is the fat woman. That's the master of ceremony. This is a bearded lady, and then right back here is a clown. Now I don't know who the others are, unless they're just workers. So I think this has got to be a book on clowns, or on circuses or something. There's a chef. So there's pictures in this book. And this is 5 by 7, and it's a good 2 inches thick. Okay, now we're coming to some hardback books, and this one is called The Beach House, and it's by James Patterson and Peter DeJong, and it's done in black. Now it does have 2 nicks right there, and the back is like this, and so is the front. And this book is about 7 by 5, or 5 by 7, and it is a good about 2 inches thick. Alright, and it's white pages. You got some white pages. And it's by James Patterson. And it was copyrighted in 2002. And it even got, look, if you're doing a Peter Rabbit book, look, there's the Peter Rabbit right there. And this is done on ivory paper, ivory colored paper with black print. And this is it's that wood paper. It's a little softer than the other one, and I don't see any pictures, but the wording would be good to use. There's big words, and there's blank spaces that you could take and use for notes, whatever you want to put on there. And that's it on this one. This one is called The Beach House. Okay, so if you want that, comment below. Alright, the next book is a hardback book. It's called the Agaruo Sisters. And I know I pronounced that, but you can spell it, that's fine. It's a novel, and it's by Christina Garcia. And this is a paper covering that you can take off. And there's no problem with the paper covering, except it's a little wrinkled right here. right up here. But otherwise than that, the covering's good. Look here, on the back there's a bird. There's a bird. You can bust to cut him out. Alright, now the hardback book is done in a golden yellow with dark navy blue. And so it's a good book. Okay, so let's put this back on here. Now, this book is, I'm going to say it's 5 by 7. We'll check it out. Yeah, 5 by 7. Yeah, and it's about 2 inches thick. Now, the top writing, apparently at one time it has gold up here, but down here it's kind of faded out. And then over here it's white. Down at the bottom. Now, on the front here, it looks like the pages are torn. It's got that rough edge to them. But that's the way it's made. Now, this book was copyrighted in 1997. Now, this is a novel. And I don't see any pictures in it. It's done in a cream colored with black print. And the pages is that rough, well, it's a slightly smooth, but it's rough wood paper, is what I call it. And you can hear it. And it's fairly thick. It's not real thick, but it's thick. So that's that one. And that's got the, so that would be the Arguros Sisters. Or you could put gold and blue book. You know what you're talking about. The next hardback book, and this is called The Model. And this one is by Michael Gross. And as you can tell on the back, it's got all these different fonts on there. And all these different words that you could take and fussy cut them out and use them. The different colors. They got black colors, gray, red, gray, black, black, red, black, gray. So they're all done in black, and the book is done in white. So, let's get started on this book. Alright, the inside of the book itself is white. It has some damage, some fading here. Apparently, a little water damage or something there. It's got red writing on it. It's a beautiful book. But writing is done in, I say, red glitter. The inside is black, and then you got big words or big letters that you can use. And this was copyrighted in 1995. It is cream colored pages, and there are some pictures in here. There's a picture of a model. And there's one. There's some there. Trying to get in. There's another model. There's this is Harry Conover. What a name to have. Jerry and Elaine Ford. That looks like Nicolas Cage, but that's Hunter Hartford. And look here, there's 12 pictures of the same 12 different pictures of the same picture. Okay. So this is about modeling. There's 3 of them. There's a telephone booth. Or anybody interested in modeling or want to use. There's Lauren Lauren Hutton. There's different ones in there. Show them on the pages of magazines. Now they're skinny. Look how skinny they get. Yeah. Well, that's called what you call skinny. Now I believe you ought to be slim, but not skinny. And there's Christine Brinkley. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. There's a naked lady in the book, in case whoever gets the book. I'll let you know that up front. Okay, and there's more pictures and models. And then there's the back, and then there's a little bit about the author. And then we've already went over that. Okay, so that's called Model, if you're interested in that. This is a paperback book. It's called Fit Pregnancies for Dummies. I don't know why that's kind of insulting, but anyway, it's by Cam Durant. It's one of them dummy books. And it is 5.5, well, maybe 6 by 8. And it's at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. Alright. And it is done in yellow and black and blue. And the copyright was 2004. And the pages are done in that cream colors, and they're kind of rough. They're not rough feeling, but they're smooth feeling, but they're that wood stuff, wood paper, as it's called. And then there's some blanks. You can take that page and cut this out and use this. This is a grayish color here. And it's all about having a healthy pregnancy. There's these little circles on the side here. Like if you was doing a sports, let's say you were doing a sports journal for a young man or something, or a young girl, or that goes. Here's your a target. If they do archery, there's a little target right there with the arrow. Yeah, there's several of those in here. That's called a tip. They have them circles, and one of them says it's a tip, which is the archery with the arrow in it. The other one is remember, and that's a circle with a hand in it with a finger tied string on it. And then there's another one that says call the doctor. Yeah. Says call the doctor. That's like before taking any medication or doing any exercises that he's not been approved of yet. And then there's pictures like this one, cartoon pictures. And see here, there's a blank sheet of paper you can use for all your projects. It's got a little bit up here, but you can cut that off. And walking and running shorts. Talking about clothing. And then there's exercises. And then there's another cartoon picture. Exercises. Swimming. You could use these pictures in sports or swimming journals. And let's talk about yoga. That's an exercise equipment. And there they are, exercising, walking. And then they have a list of the other dummy books right there. Alright, so that's that one. Alright, I have one puzzle book. Here's a big one. And this is a Duck puzzle book. And it has all the pages in it. The sections, you can cut them out and use them to use as your tags or background on your tags and stuff like that. Now the papers on this is rough and they're already old looking, so, and let's see, it's got writing on this back of the front page, and there's writing over here, and it was copyrighted in 2006. But anyway, there's plenty of pages you could write notes. Look, you got spaces you could cut out and put on for notes. But anyway, it would be just so. I was thinking that maybe, like if you ordered one book and you wanted to get this too, that's fine. Just let me know. It's a puzzle book. That's all you're going to put on. Now, this is the last. I had 3 art books, and I've already showed 2. This is the last one. And so I'm going to go through this one. It's called the Artist Handbook Series. It's drawing and sketching. And there it is. And this is a big book. It is, I would say, 7 by 11 or 7 by 10. And that's the back of the book. It is about 1 inch thick. And then this is a paper covering. It's got that, what looks like clear plastic over the front of it. Now the book is the same as the covering is. So you got that on the, ooh, and it's even shiny. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I hope you can. Alright. It's done in white. When it was new, they paid $14.95 cash. And this is done in white. And it's got, look at that. It's got sketchings on it, which is what it says Stan Smith was, I guess, the author of this book. This is a fairly old book. This is done in 1982. It's new, but it's still old. Now, I know that don't make no sense, but it's not new. Oh. It's done in white, and then you got this creamy yellow color on the inside, on the table of contents. And then there's some pictures. I got it upside down. I'll try to do it this way. I can. This is done in blue. That's pencil. There's some pictures. I'm just going to go through this as quickly as I can. Well, let's go on. I'll try to show some pictures. We don't need no naked ladies, but there's some in here. There's some naked bodies in here. Look at it. They're talking about the tools they use. And there's some more tools they use. The shades of colors. Oh, look at that green one. There's all kind of pictures in this one. And they've got a lot of naked bodies in this picture, in this book. And I guess they were into drawing naked bodies back then. And then they got these colorful pages where people got clothes on. Shows you how to draw a face. And there's some bases in here. And more cartoony sections. Landscape. Now we're on the landscape. Okay. And they got what looks like watershed. Now these is green. This is like a spring green. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? You could cut that out and put it in a picture frame. Have a pretty picture. And if you like yellow, there you go. Look at this one. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Saint, something another station in London. Is that not pretty? There's some more. There's some glasses. Plants. So, all that. So now if you're interested in this book, it's called Drawings and Sketches. Okay. Now I have 3 art books, so if you want those, they would be the drawing and sketching. Then there's the black journal book. It don't have anything in it. It's plain white pages or plain pages just for you to sketch or write on. And then there's the Pissarora book. It's a big red book that I've already been through. And I thought it was Picasso, but it's not. It's Pissarro. However you say that. Okay. Now, that's them. Okay. Now, back to some. I'm trying to hurry up through this. These are paperback books. They're novels. It says Dress Gray. And let's see, we'll just go through the copyright date. And it was copyrighted in 1978. And all the pages of this book, this is a paperback book. All these pages are this dark aged look on them. They're all like that. There's no pictures. Just writing. Be a good book to read and then cut it. Okay, here's another paperback book. It's a novel. It's Michael Palmer's Silent Treatment. So this one is Dress Gray. That's what you would put down. This one is Silent Treatment, and they're about the same size. They have the same kind of paper. And let's see when this one was copyrighted. Um, this one was copyrighted in 1995. And they're about 4 by 6, and then they're about 2 inches thick. So if you're interested in those. Alright, here is another paperback book. This one is a little smaller than this one. Well, the same type, but just, no, they're the same size. Okay. I was thinking they were not. But anyway, it's called The Ender's Game, and it's by Orson Scott? Yeah. Orson Scott Card. His last name was Card. Okay. And it would make a good sci-fi book because it's and it's the first page is tore, the front page. It's got the same kind of dye and stuff on it. Old look to it. What I'm trying to say. It's copyrighted in 1997. 1977, 1985, and 1991. So 91 for that. And there's no pictures. It's just all those old, deliciously old pages. Okay. Now that's that. So, this is a paperback book, and it's on pregnancy. It's called Belly Lass. And there's the lady. And she is Jennifer McCarthy. And this is going to be about 4 by 7, and it's about an inch thick. And it's got writing in it. Somebody decided to scribble on it. It has a little bit of water damage, but it's alright. It's got water stained, I would say. Not damaged, but stained. And there. It was copyrighted in 2004, and the pages are all this creamy white, like ivory white. Okay. And it's that wood paper. Alright, that's called Belly Lass. Alright, the next one is Charles Stanley, The Source of My Strength. Now this is a religious book, I guess is what you'd call it. And there's Charles. This is the front. This is the binder. And the back is right there, Charles Stanley. Alright, this is the paper covering. And the book is done in a beautiful dark red color with silver letters. And it has been signed on the inside. And let's see. Source of My Strength. So if you're doing a religious book journal, then this would be a good one to use. Copyrighted in 1994, or a spiritual or inspirational journal, this would be a good one. Now, this one has printing over here, so you could cut that off and put that in your journals and stuff. And you have the right. A friend who seeks to be a substitute for God is no friend. A true friend will point you to God and help you build a relationship with God. And then there's some of this. We have empty lines that you can use in your journal. And I like the words. The message I received said, "Don't take any risks. Life is scary and you're going to get hurt." God didn't make us that way. He meant us to rejoice and know that He was God. If we had one word to describe our society, it might be anxious. That is so true these days. And there's some more. There's some more spots here that you can use to put notes. You put in your journals and use them for notes. There's not any pictures, but there's plenty of wording, and there's plenty of these pages that has the lines in them so that you can use them on your notes. Okay, now this one is Charles Stanley, The Source of My Strength. Okay, so if you want that one, just contact below, put below, and or email me. The information's below. Now this one has been through the ringer. Not really bad, but it's got some water stains on front, and the lettering is about wore off. So let's go to the front of the book. It's called Shadows of Ashland, and this is by Terrence M. Green. Shadow of Ashland. And this was copyrighted in 1996. And this is done in ivory cream color. And the pages are. And the pages are that, what I call lumber wood. Wood paper. Lumber paper. But it's smooth. It's not really all that rough. And you do have blank pages that you can use for notes. Okay. Alright, and that's the back of the book. And that's the front of the book. And that's the side. And like I said, it's about 1 inch thick. Alright. And that is Shadow of Ashland. Alright, next one is Praying for Sleep by Jeffrey Deaver. Praying for Sleep. Now this is done in dark blue here, and this is black. And the lettering is, I'll say a bronzy or a copper color. Okay. Now, the inside is black, so that would be good to use on your Halloween journals and stuff, projects. Now there is a little symbol down here. It looks like a boat or a ship. Now, the edges are smooth, but for some reason or another, I don't know if somebody did that or if that's the way they did it, but it's got a black marker line there. Next, back. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. And then it's even smaller here. You can put that on your journal. I was trying to find. I missed it. Okay, it was copyrighted in 1994. Praying for Sleep. It is done in ivory colored background with black print. Okay, and that's it on this one. This is Praying for Sleep. Alright, next book is Brotherly Love, Pete Dexter, author of Paris Trout. This is done in black and red, and it's trimmed in this ivory color. Look, it's got a little tail right here, and otherwise than that, it's fine. Now this is the paper covering. You take the paper covering off. The book is going to be in a red with black binder, and then it's got PD here done in shiny red, and then the silver on the binder. And the book is fine. It's just the cover. Now you have white or cream colored pages, and let's see if it's fine now. It was copyrighted in 1991. So, and that's it. Alright. This is Brotherly Love. Is the name of the book. Alright. Now this one is a paperback book. Actually, I'm going to put all three of these books together. So if you want this, there's three paperback books. There's What on Earth Am I Here For? It's got this beautiful tree. And then it's got in the faded background, there's trees. And these pages, this is a 5x7 book. And it's by Rick Warren. It's a study guide. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's, see, each page has this dark gray, so it makes it look grayish here. Okay, I'm going to try to show it. So if you're doing a tree book, this would be a good book to have because you can cut these trees out, put in your project. This was copyrighted in 2007, excuse me. And look, there's a heart. Okay. And there's places for you to put stuff, write notes and stuff. You can do that. There's a limb or a leaf, whatever you want to call it. There's some writing in here, but you got places you can do your own writing. And I see you got a list of words. See? A list of words there. Okay, that's that. Now the next one is a manual called Go Back 3. It's from Oracle Company. It's a user's guide is what it is. So, and it's about computers, in other words. There's a clock, not a clock. Yeah, it's a clock. There's a clock on there. And, let's see. Okay. Copyright was 2001. And this is done on white paper with black print. There's goes about the screen. I don't know if y'all know what a go back is. I've never heard of it before, but it was in this section. It tells you how to get in there and do stuff. It's a computer book. It's on the go. Okay. Now this is a John Deere's operational manual. It's on there's the John Deere symbol down here. You could fussy cut that out and put it on your animal book journals. And this has had some water damage, some water stain, I will say. It's wrinkled. And, but it has all these diagrams in there that you could probably use somewhere in your projects. You would have to, I would think you would have to see this in blank papers you could use. I think you'd have to disguise it, but otherwise than that, it would be. But you get all three of these books, okay, together in one section. So that's the Go Back, the What I'm on here on Earth, What on Earth Am I Here For, and John Deere. If you just put the John Deere trio, that'd be fine with me. I know what you're talking about. All right. Next book is a paperback book. It's called Grace-Based Parenting. It's a how-to book, I guess. It's by Dr. Tim Kimmel, and it's a book on parenting, and it is about 4.5 by 6, and it is at least an inch and a half thick. Now, it is done in I want to say a cream color. It's not a dark cream, but it's a cream. And it's done in black, gray, dark gray, and light gray print. And it is copyrighted in 2004. And they have these little squares that are light gray with dark gray images on them, and then there's words in them. Strident voices tell parents that if they don't feed their children certain ways, or discipline them certain ways, or educate them certain ways, then they are setting their children up for certain doom. So there's little tidbits in there. And this would make a good journal for children's journal, or a new parent journal, or something like that. Anyway, and this is the way the pages feel. Okay, and this is the back of the book. Alright, that's called Grace. All you have to remember is Grace on that one, and I know it's done. Alright, the next two books, one is a soft book and one is a hardback book. And, you know, these are new because it's about Hillary Clinton. And this is Hell to Pay, Unfolding Story of Hillary Rodham Clinton. And it's by Barbara Olson. And this is 5.5 by, I say, about 7. And it's a good 2 inches thick. And I'm saying this is like I don't know if it's an autobiography or, it's Unfolding Story of Hillary. Alright, Hillary. It was copyrighted in 1999. So anyway, if you're interested in Hillary Clinton, I got 2 books here about her and Bill. And I even got this little card in here. And the pages are this that kind of page. It's a kind of an ivory white page. And I believe there are some pictures in this one. Let me get to them. Yep. There's some pictures. Now, like I said, if you're interested in this book, just put her. All you gotta do is put Hillary down, and if you want the other book, just put Bill and Hillary, and I know what you're talking about. So this is a paperback book, and that's that. All right, now here's the book on Hillary, Bill and Hillary, and this one it says Bill and Hillary the Marriage, and it's by Christopher Anderson, and it is done white with black lettering, and that's the picture. And this is a 5x7 book. It is also about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. And the same person wrote this book wrote The Day Diana Died. Okay. And that's the title page right there. And this was copyrighted in 1999. So this was wrote the same year that the other book was wrote. Okay. You hear how the pages are flipping through? Yep, there's some pages. There's Bill and Hillary. There's some pictures. I think there's more pages of pictures in this book than in the other. And there's the daughter's self. There's an index, and then there's a cardstock page in the back. Alright, there's a picture on the back. Alright, now, I know this was a little long, and I'm going to try to cut it short. Okay, I have some of these cards I got from the Pictionary game, and I paid for the Pictionary game, so these cards are 50 for $1. But the reason I like them is they're 2x3s, so they're good for ATC cards. Then, I don't know if you can see the drawings on there. You can fussy cut out some of these items, or you can make this, you can put this on your copy machine and bring it out to be a bigger picture, and then fussy cut these little bitty ones for miniature books, and when you do the big page, you can make them for your books and graphs and your cut tags and stuff. I also like it because of the words on here. And you have these little strips you can got words on, and you can use them in your journals and stuff. Okay? Or you can make your ATC cards. Alright, so that's this end of this one. And thank you for watching. God bless you all. Y'all take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.